Welcome back to my channel Math School. In today's video, let us solve question number 6 from exercise 7.2 chapter 7 coordinate geometry. In my previous videos, I've completed the distance and section formula, examples 1 to 10, exercise 7.1 and questions 1 to 5 from the same exercise. If you have not watched these videos, do find the link in the description box below or click the I button above. Let us begin with the video. Question number 6 from exercise 7.2 chapter 7 coordinate geometry says, if 1, 2, 4, y, x, 6 and 3, 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, find x and y. So here they have given us 4 vertices of a parallelogram in which we have to find out the value of x and y. So such a kind of problem we have also solved in example 10, where we had to find out only one value, that was the x coordinate of one of the vertices, but here they have given us 2 unknown values of 2 vertices. So let us first draw a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel and equal to each other. So let us name this parallelogram as ABCD. We have to name the parallelogram in an order, that is, we have to take ABCD anti-clockwise, or you can take clockwise also, because in the question they have mentioned us that the vertices of a parallelogram are taken in a order. So let us assume the first vertex given as point A, that is 1, 2. Let the second vertex be 4, y be B. Then the point C is x, 6 and point D is 3, 5. To solve such a kind of problem, you should know the properties of a parallelogram. So what are the properties of a parallelogram here? The first property is the opposite sides are equal and parallel. So here, which are the opposite sides? AB will be equal to CD and AD will be equal to BC. So write down the first property, that is AB is equal to CD and BC is equal to AD. The second property of the parallelogram is the diagonals AC and BD bisect each other. So these are the two diagonals which bisect each other, means let O be the intersection of these two diagonals. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other means here AO will be equal to OC and OB will be equal to OD value, right? So this is the second property, where AO is equal to OC and BO is equal to OD, that is, the diagonals bisect each other. So since we have 2 unknown values in the vertices of point B and point C, if we apply the distance formula and find out the distance between B to C and C to D, so basically here we have 2 formulas, that is distance formula and the section formula. So when you apply the distance formula to find out the unknown values, that is x and y, by taking the sides AD and AB, still it will not be possible to find out the values. So the second option is we have to apply the section formula, where we can consider the diagonal AC as a line segment and point O here can be taken as the midpoint of the diagonal AC. Similarly, we can consider the diagonal BD and let O be the midpoint of this diagonal BD, and then we can apply the section formula here. Okay, so let us first write down, let point A be 1, 2, point B be 4, y, point C be x, 6 and point D be 3, 5 be the vertices of a parallelogram. So since the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, therefore we will find out coordinate of this point O, assuming AC and BD to be the diagonals, and this point O is the midpoint of both these diagonals, right? As I said we can apply the section formula here, but here we notice that point O is the midpoint of these two diagonals. Whenever a point is the midpoint of a line segment which divides the line in equal ratio, that is the ratio of 1:1, then we can apply the midpoint formula, where the ratios m1 and m2 will become 1 and 1. So the section formula reduces to the midpoint formula. So here if you see, the section formula is given by m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, and this is the x coordinate part. The y coordinate part will be m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2, right? So this is the section formula. So whenever we consider midpoint, then this m1 will be equal to 1 and m2 value will be also equal to 1. This formula reduces to a midpoint formula. So therefore, the midpoint formula is given by x1 plus x2 divided by 2, comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay, so we will be using here the midpoint formula to find out the coordinates of point O in diagonals AC and BD. So therefore, consider diagonal AC and let's find out the coordinates of midpoint O. So coordinates of point O, that is x comma y, is equal to, so let us apply the midpoint formula. Here let us assume point A to be x1 y1 and point C to be x2 y2. So x1 value is 1 plus x2 value is x divided by 2, and the y coordinate part will be y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So y1 is 2 plus y2 is 6 divided by 2. So this coordinate, further simplification, here it will be 1 plus x divided by 2 and 6 plus 2 is 8 divided by 2, right? So let this be, name this as equation number 1. Now similarly, let us consider the diagonal BD and let's find out now the coordinates of point O considering the vertices B and D. So now consider diagonal BD and find out the coordinates of midpoint O. So the point O, the coordinates x comma y is equal to, so here let us assume point B to be x1 y1 and point D to be x2 y2. So x1 is how much? 4 plus 3 divided by 2, and y1 plus y2 will be y plus 5 divided by 2. So further reducing, we will get 4 plus 3 is 7 divided by 2 and y plus 5 divided by 2. So let us take this as equation number. Now since equation 1 is given by the coordinates of point O and equation 2 is also given by coordinates of point O, so this point O is common for both the diagonals AC and BD, right? So let us equate equation 1 and 2. So therefore, from equation 1 and 2 equating, so here we have 1 plus x by 2 and 8 by 2 is equal to, from equation 2 we have 7 by 2 y plus 5 divided by, so here this part is the x coordinate part. So now let us equate x coordinate part and y coordinate part separately. Now first let us take the x coordinate part, which is given by 1 plus x by 2 is equal to 7 by 2. Both the denominators 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So 1 plus x is equal to 7, or sending this 1 to right hand side, we will get x is equal to 7 minus 1 is 6, right? Similarly, now equate x coordinate part. So 8 by 2 is equal to y plus 5 divided by 2. Again cancelling the denominators on both the sides, we get 8 is equal to y plus 5, or sending this plus 5 to left hand side, we get 8 minus 5 is equal to y, or y is equal to, what is 8 minus 5? It is 3. So therefore our x and y value is x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 3. So therefore you can write down the values of x and y are 6 and 3 respectively. To solve this problem, you should know the properties of a parallelogram, and then you can apply the formula according to what is asked in the question and solve such a kind of problems. So if you have any further doubts, you can comment me below in the comment section. In my next video, I'll be solving question number 7 from exercise 7.2 chapter 7 coordinate geometry. So till then, do like my video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button below to get the latest updates of my videos, as I'll be completing the whole syllabus for class 10th SLC and SORTMAN. And also do watch the related videos of chapter 7 coordinate geometry shown on the screen. Thank you.